Hello boys and girls, and welcome to the Mystery in F1 YouTube channel. Today I'm going to tell you the story of the Sakhir Grand Prix. But first, a poem. Roses are red, you're all here for a reason. That's because this Grand Prix was the best of the season. Hi, I'm a shouty man! And the following is the entire 2020 Sakhir Grand Prix in 4 minutes.
I take this shit from the highest league. You can never be as high as me. No, I ain't never been to college, but I got that flow that come right out of Ivy.
Well, who would have thought it? With the championship long wrapped up and a brand new dull looking oval circuit on the horizon this weekend, who would have predicted that this would be one of the most highly anticipated races of the year? But why? Well, it all started off after the Bahrain Grand Prix, where it came out that Lewis Hamilton tested positive for COVID-19, and thus meant there was a spare seat in the most dominant F1 car ever. But which lucky driver would be given this opportunity of a lifetime to drive Lewis Hamilton's championship winning car? Van Dorn? Russell? Super sub himself, Nico Hulkenberg? Well, as it turned out, George Russell will be the one rewarded for all his time at Williams, being gifted with what many have come to describe as being the hardest job interview ever. And boy oh boy was that Brit ready to get this job, topping the timesheets in FP1 and 2, as well as qualifying second place, only 20 milliseconds behind Bottas. 20 milliseconds, that's like this much. Moreover, Jack Aitken and Fittipaldi also make their F1 debuts this weekend, with Jack filling in for Georgia Williams and Fittipaldi filling in for the recovering Grosjean at Haas. All that being said though, can George make a perfect end to this fairy tale story and take a win here in 2020? Or at the very least, can he score a point for the first time? Let's not waste any more time and find out, as we have 5 red lights and away we go. What start by George, he goes side by side with Bottas into turn 1, he takes the lead as he all frontal through turn 3 and 4, and Alpha goes spinning round, and it's turn 4 and Leclerc sends it and crashes into Perez, forcing Max into the wall. Verstappen's out, Leclerc's out, safety car! Again, we've only done 4 corners and we're already screaming through the roof. But after this great start, can George hold on to this win? Let's find out as we go back racing again. Porridge Master can't do anything as George pulls away. I don't want to jinx this, lads, but it really looks like this could happen. Meanwhile, Albon takes Norris in a nice move. However, it was a move for 9th, so it's not that impressive, as Perez then comes and steals that position from Albon, continuing his banging recovery drive after that incident on lap 1. Again, though, things start to settle down a little bit, and the pit stops all go by without any drama. Hang on! No power! That's the word from George on the team radio. Surely not. Wait, hang on, nobody panic. It looks like he might have just touched the button by accident. We're all good. It's still on. George is still P1. As 8 seconds now is the gap George has of Valtteri. It really is his to lose at this point, as Latifi now retires from the race, giving us a virtual safety car. Remember, lads, we don't shout for them. Which makes some teams bringing their cars for some pit stops, really shuffling up the order, leaving Ocon in 3rd, Perez in 4th, and Sainz, who's running 3rd this whole time, down there in 7th. As Sergio now takes Ocon, putting him in a place to redeem himself for last week's missed podium. As now Aitken spins it, narrowly avoiding a massive crash and bringing out another safety car! We need to have less safety cars, lads, I'm not going to lie. Merc pits and chaos ensues, as Bottas has pit issues, meaning he's in the box for like 30 seconds. Absolute heartbreak for the Porridge man. But I mean, at least it looks like George has got this win in the bag. Oh no! They've put a set of Bottas' tyres on Russell's car, meaning he has to pit again. Could this get any worse for Mercedes? On the restart now, Bottas is 4th and Russell is 5th. How has this happened, honestly? I guess the only upside is that Perez is now P1. He's not going to win, is he? But now with about 20 laps to go, who is going to win? Honestly, at this point, who knows? But we're all on the edge of our seats, so we get ready to go green again. Perez is gone from the start, as the field follow nicely, and George Russell goes around the outside of Bottas, taking the position as he's on a roll now, taking Stroll into turn 1. And just 1 lap later, he's eyeing up the Renault for 2nd position and takes him. Just 1 more car stands between George Russell and his first ever race win. If you had told us at the start of the year that George Russell and Sergio Perez would be battling for a win, I'd think you're on drugs. But here we are as the gap is now closing lap on lap, with just 10 more to go now, and Bottas is really losing ground. As Sainz, Ricciardo, Albon and Kvyat all pass him. As now Russell has a rear puncture. No! What the actual fuck, man? I'm speechless, honestly, but it's not over yet. As George comes into the pits and changes those tyres, can he still salvage his first ever points from Formula 1? Yes, he can, as he takes Gasly for P10. It should have been a win. It should have at least been a podium, but at the very least, George Russell finally gets himself into the points. However, we cannot let this distract us from the fact that Sergio Bloody Perez is round in the final corner to win in Bahrain. Ocon in 2nd, Lance Stroll in 3rd. What a race, boys and girls. Red Bull, if you don't put Checo in that car next year now, you're just a bunch of idiots. But yeah, boys and girls, there you have it. A race full of ups and downs and very unpredictable to the very end. Obviously heartbreaker for George Russell, but Sergio Perez takes his first ever win in Formula 1 in what was a truly unforgettable race, lads. So, 1 more race left this season. It's at Abu Dhabi, so it might not be as good as this, but we can hope for the best. But until then, I've been Aiden, this has been F1. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.
I take this shit from the highest league. You can never be as high as me. No, I ain't never been to college, but I got that flow that come right out of Ivy League. She wasn't religious, but she came to kick it, and now she be telling me I believe. I got a vision, they catch a precision, I'm driven as far as the